Egrets and herons are some of the most beautiful creatures on the planet. They have this elegance to them, and if you have never seen them in the wild, wading in the waters, stalking their prey before they jab their head forward like a sword, before they pop up with a little bit of prey in their mouth, like, you're seriously missing out. It is one of my favorite things to watch in nature. And when I was little, I would spend days, if not weeks, trying to memorize the different types of herons and egrets and making sure I knew which one was which, and then going out in the field and identifying them. But anyway, after a late night encounter I had with these beautiful birds called black-crowned night herons, I started doing some research on herons as a whole because I'm doing a video on black-crowned night heron. And what I found out would have just absolutely devastated the younger version of me, and that is egrets and herons don't exist. Wait, don't click off. This isn't a conspiracy about how all birds or all egrets and herons are fake and like they're government camera spies, or maybe they are. But this is actually about how, like, taxonomically, the terms egrets and herons, it doesn't make any sense. It's all fucking made up. There isn't a real taxonomic distinction. It's just antiquated terms based off of superficial differences. So there is good news. It's not a full-on raptor situation where it's purely a superficial distinction. If you don't know about that, ask me and I'll let you know in the comments, or you can Google it. Anyway, egrets and herons, they're all in the same family of Ardeids, formerly known as the family Ardeids. It's just that the term egrets and herons don't really symbolize much beyond that. For example, let's look at two of the most famous egrets, especially if you are in North America, the snowy egret and the great egret. Now, the snowy egret is in the genus Egrets, which makes sense, it's an egret, while the great egret is in the genus Ardeids. Now, this doesn't make a lot of sense if egret was an actual taxonomic term, but as we discussed previously, it's not. Similarly, the great blue heron, which is one of the most famous herons in North America, that a lot of people want, and I've been lucky to see quite a bit in my life, not to brag, calm little flex, but that that heron is in the family Ardeids, which is the same family as the great egret. So obviously we're seeing there's a pattern here. To be honest, I probably could have told you this by just looking at them. So let's figure out why these names are so fucked up. White people. I mean, heron has two main origins. The word derives from both the French heron shoe, I think that's how you say it. I did take French, but it's like, this is old French and I wasn't very good at French. And then the Frankish hagro. Both are on screen. I don't know how to say either of them. Egret comes from the French word egret. Again, I took French, but I wasn't very good at it. The term refers to both a brush and silver herons, which just shows how stupid the term is, because what do you mean the term for egret is coming from the word for herons? Like, what are we doing? Come on, people, fuck. Okay, right now on screen, I put all the members of Ardeids. Ardeids are super interesting birds. You might know a little bit about them, but in case you don't, let's just go over them really quickly. They're most commonly found in wetlands, and you might be wondering, like, why am I out here beyond it just being a nice day? And it's because I have seen actually some great egrets out here stalking for prey and catching lizards, because even though they are primarily adapted for wetlands, they can hunt in dry land and they're still pretty well adapted to do so. Their hunting strategy, which I talked about at the beginning of the video earlier, where they thrust their long skulls at prey, they have amazing accuracy, and oftentimes they're doing it for fish, but it works the same for lizards and small snakes. But overall, they're just a really cool species of bird, very dinosaur-like. I mean, they are dinosaurs. They're very successful. They are found across the globe. Map on screen, not found in Antarctica, but you know. They're also known for their impressive stature, with the largest herons being the Goliath heron, and it gets up to 5 feet. So they're pretty cool birds. I really like them a lot. They've got a special place in my heart. Hopefully after this video, you like them enough to come back for the night heron video I'm making, although that won't be for a while. Next up, I have a video on gulper eels. And now before I go, really quickly, I just want to talk about their evolutionary history. It's pretty interesting, but not a lot is known about it due to the lack of fossil because of their just weak bones. We think that it was about 40 million years ago in the Middle Eocene when Ardeids split off from their sister group, Threskiornithidae, which is the group that includes ibises and spoonbills. Not a group I would have considered to be related to egrets and herons, but it does kind of make sense now that I think about it more. Our earliest fossil that's unquestionably an Ardeid comes from the Oligocene in Egypt, and it includes a tarsometataris, which is part of a bird's legs, and that bone is almost identical to the one found in extant night herons. It seems like in the Miocene, they were much more successful as they began to start spreading out more and more. And by the middle of the Miocene, they had spread into the North America and Asia. However, we don't have much details on ancient Ardeids because their fossils are so scarce due to just where they live, not presenting great opportunities for fossilization, along with their bones being extremely delicate due to their thinness and hollowness. However, due to the similarities that we have seen in the fossils we do have, we are pretty confident that they've been waiting for a long time. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Samid Marco. This was me yapping. More normal marine bio stuff coming soon. Hopefully you enjoyed. But yeah, gopher eels coming up, Shark Week soon. That's gonna be exciting as fuck. You wanna subscribe for Shark Week. We're doing 7 videos on different shark stories and specific sharks I wanna highlight. You should just subscribe and then click one of these videos.